AI is changing how fast businesses moved, and if you're still building everything manually, you're already behind. Because the truth is, the real competition right now isn't creativity, it's speed. And trust me, it is as fast as business owners want to happen. Now, speed of execution, speed of launching, speed of turning an idea into something that actually produces revenue is the main goal. And this is something firsthand I've seen. I'm Joanna, a multi passionate entrepreneur, fractional CMO, revenue system architect, and my job is to help businesses not just market, but actually convert and scale through marketing and systems. One of the biggest bottleneck I see isn't the lack of ideas, it's not even the lack of marketing at times, it's how long it takes to build. Landing pages takes days, funnels takes weeks, and by the time something is really live or finally live, the opportunity already passed. And that's coming from somebody who also owns a marketing and design agency, right? Now, that's a problem because in today's market, the businesses that win aren't the ones that has the best ideas is the one who execute the fastest. And that's exactly why I'm excited about Go High Level, what Go High Level is doing, especially in their newest feature. It's called the AI Studio. Now, even though that I do have a website and marketing agency as part of my ecosystem, I am taking advantage of this because I want to leverage more of my skill because at the end of the day, I understand what user interfaces. I know user experience. I know what needs to be done when we are building. We are just leveraging the tool to help us deliver a faster, more deliverable with our strategy and what the things that we do. So instead of staring at the blank page, right, you start with a direction. You can literally describe what you want, pull inspiration from a URL or image, and build out a full pages in minutes, not just hours or days. It doesn't replace strategy. That's one thing that I want to be clear. So let's be clear on that. It removes the biggest friction point in execution. When you combine speed like that with the right system behind it, now that's where things start to scale. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how AI Studio works, how to turn it on, how to start using it inside your own account. Now, if you haven't signed up yet with Go High Level, in the description down below, I do have a 30 days free trial that you can check out and you can surely leverage the tool. And I'm so excited to also get your feedback on what you think about it. So let's get into it. Hey, all right. So the very first thing that we want to do once you logged in is that you need to go to your settings because it's currently on beta right now. So you need to toggle that one on. So you need to go into labs and you will then able to see all of this amazing things that you can toggle on into your account if you want that one as well. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna look for AI Studio. So as you can see here, we are gonna say activate this feature. It will be live on by 18 days. Since this is just one of our account here, let's just go ahead and enable visibility enable. In this sub account. So if you just have your agency or you have your account there, you just need to go there so that you can see this one in the panel. So let's go ahead and go to this account, and then now you're gonna see here that this is the AI Studio AI agent. So there's a difference between these two. Okay, so the AI Studio is where you need to be in to use this new beta feature that Go High Level has, and then the agents is basically all of those agents that you kind of want to work behind the scene for you. So let's go ahead, and so here's the difference, right? So the whole interface is separate from the site interface of Go High Level. So let me move back a little bit just to make sure and explain what I mean. So normally you can create your funnels and you can create your website within this two section here, right? So you can do create the funnel. There are multiple templates that you can choose, or you can also do website, like the full on website, meaning like the front end website. I always use like your homepage, about us page, services as a website. And then the funnels is that if you are targeting certain product, certain webinar, certain campaigns that is really more targeted, you need to use funnels for that one. Now, since we are doing AI Studio in particular, we are going to go here, and this is basically how the interface would look like. So when you have this, you can do, I'm such a dark, like I do like dark modes, because I spend a lot of my time in the laptop or in front of a PC, so I kind of just help my eyes. But if you want to, just depends on how you want it, like the system is, or light if you want it more light. So you will see in this section is that you will have all projects, so you can create folders within a project. So like, for example, you're building one campaign for this project, or you're doing whatever it is that you would love to do, that's where you can put it here. Now, on the lower part, you will see that there are different types of what they call template that you can start working on. So there's like landing page, dashboard, e-commerce, portfolio, blog, CMS, tool, task manager, chat application, all of these other things that you can do. But again, right, this is currently on beta mode, so there's going to be some things that you might be worried about if you're going to dive in full in. And currently it's free right now to use. So by the time that GoHighLevel might decide to charge for the usage of either tokens, that is something that you also need to consider. So how much you're going to put a lot of these things into the AI Studio. But one of the key things that I love is just doing some immediate funnels, landing pages that I need to create because I'm promoting something that goes with our services or with the offer that I would love to do. So as you can see here, so recently view, if you have your projects are here, start and templates. But what we're going to do is that we are going to do a landing page. I go through the template sometimes, but then I get reminded like, oh, that prompt easily goes into it. So I'm going to say, for example, I need so branding, so you can attach, and so far when I was testing it, you can attach PNG and JPEG files right now. If it's gonna be you cannot attach PDF right now, but what will happen is that if you copy a long information about like the copy that you would like to, it will basically just compresses like a document. It won't really type in everything. So let's just go ahead. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna add a branding because I want that to follow our brand guide. So I'm just gonna do this and this for the colors for now, right? And then like, for example, the branding, if you have so I'm gonna say follow the branding colors or the brand colors attached. Use, for example, plus and pop in, yeah, for example, just Jakarta fonts, for example. Let me see if I have my logo here, because I know I was able to do this. If I don't have, I think I do have, there we go. That's just like one of our logos. I have attached the logo as well. Use this image for the book. So this is just like one image that we have. And then so if you have some testimonials as well, like testimonials added like to the page, and like shipping will be end of May. Price is 1497 plus shipping, US only, right? So some other things, if you want, like what do they get, what other information that you can feed it, you can surely do it. So but let's see what it will come out with this one, because this is one thing that we want to see how fast. And as you can see right now, right, they're also claiming that they are experiencing a high with the LLM providers because it's currently free. So everyone is using it right now. So it will really be published within this portal. It will not go in the sites part. It will not go anywhere. This is where it is. But the beauty about this is that you can actually connect the domain that you have within this system. Now, if you are connecting, for example, calendars, forms, it can connect, but the forms is going to be what they call external. So we're going to switch later on and see how this will work. And then also since this is a pre-order, right? If you have created actually a shop as well, you can connect all of those. So the button goes to the shop. I'm gonna let you see how I build this one already in existing, because I was testing it and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do a pre-order right now and see how we can connect things. I was able to automate it. I was able to connect it with a workflow. I was able to connect it with a domain. I was able to know where are the data that goes inside the contact as a custom field. So there's a lot of things that you need to kind of look into to make sure that you know where the data is going, because that's one of the challenges that I see a lot of users of this one right now who's testing. It's actually where does the data go? You can simply create landing pages, but if it doesn't serve, if it's just like a front brochure and doesn't let you do anything else, that's such a waste, right? So as you can see here, we are just waiting for it. It says like, now that I have a full context, let me build it. It is getting updated for SEO, anything that you have. So that's why for me, as a designer, I can really feed it all the images that I want, all of the content that I want. It has a certain indeed limitation right now, but then again, try to tweak it and how you want it to look like. So let's go ahead and see how that goes as it updates the index, HTML, and the SEO and Favicon. So now as you can see it, this is what it created for me. So it followed some things, like these are some that these are some things that are just like, it basically just pulled out. So if I have given it way more information, then it will just basically replace all of those, right? But it actually really capture what is inside the book, what is the framework, what is the bridge between attention and actual sales, steps of implementation and guide. So these are just things like, I didn't give really everything out back, but this is something that, as you can see, right, is really available, and now it looks good. Like, all right, so let's go ahead and do this. It is a preview. So it followed all the colors that I have. As you can see here, secure my copy. This is the one. And this is basically a form right now, right, that was connected. And then you can see then pre-order, priced, do you do international shipping at this time? We're just here. What is a Dabo system? It's a proprietary. Can I do multiply? Yes, you can. So these are just some things that you can. So the more detail you can give the AI, it will basically do what you need to do. But when I was testing it with a copy that I have, it kind of created some other things that was not there. So it took me multiple edits in order for me to get. So that's one thing that you need to be mindful of if you want to use this type of tool for that reason, right? So let's go ahead and do this pre-order. So here's one thing that you can do. You can actually publish, and as you can see, you can add a custom domain in this section. So if everything looks good, for example, if just secure my copy, And then this is all of the things that you have because you just need the email. But if you want to check out, you can say, I need a checkout button. Like for example, button, remove the form. And then, for example, let's go to the growth gap book. Let me just, nope, not that one. Book, because this is the one that I have. Oh, not that one. Okay. All right, so this is the one that I have. Let me just complete the order. And then I'm basically just grabbing this link. So I'm gonna tell the I need the checkout button remove. No, I need the form to be replaced, to be redirected to this link, right? So because it goes to my shop basically that I have created also within GoHighLevel. So we then do this one here and let's do a replace. And then I can also do here, and then also replace the testimonial. Oops, there we go. Gonna do that. So while we're waiting for that one, let's go ahead and check that one. Okay, so this has changed. As you can see, there's no more form here. And then we're also gonna say replace the testimonials, and then it should replace all of this 6 here. So now it's thinking, and then it should edit as well. All right, so as you can see here, this has already changed for the 3 one that we got from Amazon. So I'm just updating that one. So now I'm gonna go and preview it again just to make sure. And let's click here. So now what's inside, right? So what's inside, it goes directly to that part, secure my copy. It goes to this, so both, it doesn't even scroll down, so it went to this side. So that's how you're able to do it. Now, it will say here to publish. So if I want to publish this, it's gonna go publish, and as you can see, make all the changes, you know, all of these other things, change it as you go through it. This will also do the thumbnail as well. So if we are gonna go to, we can go to Facebook. The one that we have live is also going to populate really, really good. So if I am going to say book on that, right? So you'll see how it populates. So that is within the AI that I have created. So as you can see, it really does populate for SEO and, you know, thumbnail purposes as well. And then you can apply, and it will publish. It's only when you click on publish that you are able to change the domain that is connected with the tool. So for example, if you want to change this one, right? So we are gonna go here, and then we are gonna open this part here. You're gonna go 3 dots, and then you're gonna go to settings, and then you will be able to see. So for example, it's gonna be book launch. Awesome, that's it. You are then going to connect the domain. So if you want, so you need to publish now. So it's just publish now. Okay, publish. Let's go ahead and publish. Okay, publish again. Why won't you publish? Okay, I'm just feel like it's going in circles right now. So let me just make sure. All right, correct. Okay, publishing. All right, perfect. That's what I was waiting for, this one. So we go back here, and then as you can see, that's publish, and then we are going to go to settings. We're going to go to domains, and then now you're going to connect to domains. You want to make sure that your domain register is open, because it will just basically automatically accept that domain and then point what needs to be point within that. I usually do the sub, like the sub URL, so like books that rather than the slash. It makes it easier. So it's more dedicated to that certain funnel or for that certain campaign is what we're doing. So, and then you have SEO here. As you can see, connect your domain, enable advanced if it's enable, verify your website is live, improve if you want copy prompt, sitemap. So that's basically how it is. And if you really want as well to see all of the details, right? All of the details you'll see here. You'll really be given everything that needs to be done. And as you can see, if you are really with the code, if you want to copy it, then you can just copy it as well. So as you can see, this is what was created for this landing page. So it really helps in streamlining what you need for your landing page using the AI Studio. All right, so now that you know about how AI Studio works, let me know in the comments down below what are your thoughts, and are you excited about this? Or are you going to make use of this? Again, in the description down below, we have a 30-day free trial for GoHighLevel if you want to dive into and leverage this tool for your business, or if you are a service provider, what if you can offer this one to your clients as well with faster result? So please make sure to subscribe, and thank you so much for tuning in.